Hello and welcome to ECN, We Deliver, You Decide. This Texas woman sentenced for stealing $109 from military grant program.
But a Texas woman who embezzled nearly $109 million from a grant program designed to support military children and families has been sentenced to federal prison. Janet Yamanaka Mello, 57, was sentenced to 15 years in federal court in San Antonio, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Texas. Mello had pleaded guilty in March to 5 counts of mail fraud and 5 counts of filing false tax returns in a scheme that went undetected by the U.S. Army for 6 years. Mello, a civilian employee for the Army, served as the Child, Youth, and School Services Financial Program Manager for the Army Morale, Welfare, and Recreation Program at Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio. Her role involved determining the availability of funds for entities applying to the 4-H Military Partnership Grant Program. Mello exploited her position by forming a fraudulent business, Child Health and Youth Lifelong Development, through which she siphoned grant funds intended for military children and families. Prosecutors revealed that Mello used the fraudulent business to apply for over 40 grants from December 2016 to August 2023. The embezzled funds were spent on high-end jewelry, clothing, luxury vehicles, and real estate. Janet Mello betrayed the trust of the government agency she served and repeatedly lied in an effort to enrich herself, stated U.S. Attorney Jaime Esparza. Rather than $109 million in federal funds going to the care of military children throughout the world, she selfishly stole that money to buy extravagant houses, more than 80 vehicles, and over 1,500 pieces of jewelry. Court documents detail how Mello drafted fraudulent memoranda indicating that her business was approved to receive grant funds, which she then submitted to her supervisor for approval. Leveraging the trust she had developed over the years, Mello secured the necessary approvals and forwarded the paperwork to the Defense Finance and Accounting Service, DFS, for payment. The DFS, responsible for overseeing payments to Department of Defense service members, employees, vendors, and contractors, sent checks to a UPS store mailbox in San Antonio. Mello deposited these checks into her bank account, funding her lavish lifestyle. Say no to drugs. One life, one choice. Thank you for watching and listening. If you like our content, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share our premium news channel, ECN. We deliver, you decide.
The tragic loss. Suspects arrested in death of Ohio, mom Alexa Stakely.
Welcome to ECN Premium Digital News Channel. All 3 suspects wanted in connection with the tragic death of Alexa Stakely, an Ohio mother who was struck while attempting to prevent the theft of her vehicle with her 6-year-old son inside, have been taken into custody, authorities confirmed Wednesday evening. A 16-year-old male, who police say admitted to driving Stakely's vehicle, turned himself in and is being charged with delinquency murder in Franklin County Juvenile Court, according to Columbus Police. The second male, aged 17, was taken into custody on Wednesday afternoon. The Columbus Dispatch, part of the USA Today network, has chosen not to name the 2 minors. Gerald Dowling, 19, the third suspect, surrendered himself on Wednesday night and has been charged with murder. Authorities confirmed that the 17-year-old admitted to being present during the attempted theft, though additional details about his charges were not immediately available. The 16-year-old suspect, accompanied by his parents, surrendered at Columbus Police Headquarters and agreed to an interview with detectives. He told authorities that he and 2 acquaintances were looking for a vehicle to steal around 1:30 a.m. on July 11th when they came across Stakely's Honda CR-V. Alexa Stakely, 29, a single mother and speech-language pathologist at Winchester Trail Elementary School in Canal, Winchester, Ohio, also worked part-time as a waitress to support her son. She was picking up her son after a waitressing shift when the incident occurred. According to police, Stakely brought her sleeping son out to her Honda CR-V, which she left running while she met the babysitter in the doorway to retrieve his belongings. As she returned to her vehicle, she saw someone inside backing out onto the road. Stakely ran towards the Honda, screaming for her child and telling the driver to stop. The The 16-year-old suspect told detectives that he panicked when Stakely tried to stop him and began driving off, striking her with the vehicle. Stakely was knocked to the pavement, suffering a fatal head injury, and was later pronounced dead at the hospital. The 16-year-old abandoned the Honda within the same complex. Witnesses saw two males running past where Stakely lay on the ground, jumping a fence, and escaping into a neighboring apartment complex. The three suspects regrouped shortly afterward on foot, police said. More than 100 people gathered near Winchester Trail Elementary School last week to pay tribute to the young mother. Friends and colleagues described Stakely as loyal to her friends and family, and someone who loved her son fiercely. She aspired to own a home and a business. Stakely's brother, Braden Price, attended the vigil and shared his grief. Price, 21, recounted receiving a phone call at 4 a.m. on July 11th, informing him that his sister had been hit by a car. Initially in disbelief, he later faced the harsh reality of her passing. "And the next thing I knew, I was looking over her body," Price said. "It's still very hard for me to grasp." He described feeling empty and struggling to sleep, expressing anger towards those responsible for her death. "She was an amazing human and my best friend," Price added. "Say no to drugs. One life, one choice." Thank you for watching and listening. If you like our content, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share our premium news channel, ECN. We deliver, you decide.
Carjacking surge. Cities grapple with rising violent crime post-pandemic.
Welcome to ECN Premium Digital News Channel. Carjackings have significantly increased in several U.S. cities since the COVID-19 pandemic, according to the Council on Criminal Justice. From 2019 to 2023, carjackings surged by 93% across 10 cities. Although the figure fell by 5% in 2023, data showed that the rate of carjackings remains high compared to pre-2020 levels. The alarming rise in carjacking rates, alongside other violent crimes, has prompted authorities, including those in the nation's capital, to allocate more resources and intensify their crackdown on crime. Since 1992, federal, state, and local authorities have sought to toughen carjacking laws in response to waves of violent carjackings, including incidents where victims were murdered. One notable incident is credited with prompting a federal response to address this serious issue. The surge in carjackings has highlighted the need for continued vigilance and robust law enforcement efforts to protect citizens and reduce violent crime. Say no to drugs. One life, one choice. Thank you for watching and listening. If you like our content, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share our premium news channel, ECN. We deliver, you decide.
FBI reveals chilling details of Trump assassination attempt. Shooter's obsession with JFK assassination and drone reconnaissance.
Welcome to ECN Premium Digital News Channel. FBI Director Christopher Wray confirmed Wednesday that the gunman who attempted to assassinate former President Donald Trump had searched for the distance between President John F. Kennedy and his assassin when he was shot. This chilling detail emerged as Wray testified before the House Judiciary Committee. The shooter, identified as Thomas Matthew Crooks, conducted a Google search on July 6 for the distance between Lee Harvey Oswald and Kennedy in 1963, the same day he registered for Trump's rally on July 13. "That is a search that obviously is significant for his state of mind," Wray stated. Wray further revealed that Crooks flew a drone over the rally area in Butler, Pennsylvania, 2 hours before Trump's campaign speech, and had two relatively crude explosives in his car. The FBI director detailed Crooks' reconnaissance visits to the rally grounds, noting that he spent about 20 minutes there a week before the shooting, returned for about 70 minutes on the morning of the rally, and then came back for good in the afternoon. Another critical detail Wray shared was that the AR-style rifle Crooks used had a collapsible stock, which might explain why no one saw him carrying the weapon beforehand. "We haven't yet found anybody with first-hand observation of him with the weapon walking around beforehand," Wray said. The collapsible stock could be a very significant feature that could be relevant to that. The drone and its controller were discovered in Crooks' car. The drone had flown for about 11 minutes at 3:50 p.m., apparently live streaming over an area about 200 yards from the stage where Trump spoke. Ray also mentioned that the FBI is examining 2 explosives found in Crook's car and 1 in his residence. These devices were connected to receivers, and Crooks had a receiver with him when he was killed by a Secret Service sniper. However, the equipment did not appear capable of detonating the relatively crude devices. Ray noted, "Say no to drugs. One life, one choice." Thank you for watching and listening. If you like our content, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share our premium news channel, ECN. We deliver, you decide.